So here's the deal. My Instagram got banned, and I have created a new one. It is the tag at the bottom of the screen here, at Low Luxury Clothing. If that's all you care about, there it is. The link's in the description. I'm going to leave this tag on screen the entire video. So please, if you take nothing else away from this, go check me out there. It's empty right now. I have 0 posts, 0 followers, 0 anything. Go follow me because I need to build back up from nothing. But if you're interested in hearing why I got banned, I think it's a pretty unique story and gets at a lot of interesting stuff that's going on within the fashion world. So buckle in, story time. Let's talk about why my Instagram got banned and why I had to make a new one. So I think it was about a week ago at this point, I made a meme. Yes, that's right. About once a week, I make a YouTube short that is some sort of meme about the fashion world, and occasionally I will cross-post those on Instagram if I think they're funny enough, essentially. So basically, I just take kind of popular video meme formats, do some kind of like edgy-ish fashion thing on top of it. Actually, the meme that got me banned is still active on my YouTube channel. You can go watch it, but if you haven't seen it, I'll play it right here, right now.
Go ahead. Let that Holy Ghost language come up out of you. Go ahead.
So that's the meme that got me banned from Instagram. I mean, I guess maybe you're thinking that's in bad taste. It's not funny, but I think if you are into my channel, you probably understand what I'm getting at here. And that is the controversy that the brand Balenciaga got themselves into with their ad campaign and all this sussy-wussy stuff that people were all worried about there. And it's been a few months since that happened. We've kind of had some time to digest. And I think the people who have thought about it critically and aren't conspiracy brained have come to realize that Balenciaga just went too hard on the edginess, and they kind of got slapped on the wrist for it pretty hard. But we all know they weren't like trying to signal that they like doing bad things to kids. I don't know. I don't think they meant anything too terrible by it. I think they were just trying to be edgy. But not everybody feels that way. Yeah, there are some people who think, apparently, that Balenciaga is like the scum of the earth for whatever reason. I mean, not for whatever reason, I get why, but I just think they're wrong. Anyway, so when all this Balenciaga stuff happened, there were some like right-wing, griftery, Tucker Carlson type people who were really fanning the flames of this, and they found an issue to latch onto. They're like, oh, it's fashion, it's all hoity-toity, it's the elites. We can use this to get people onto our side. And I don't know, kids, bad things with kids are an easy way to get people on your side. And the right wing knew that these QAnon conspiracy type people who were already looking for, evil people, I'm trying to not get demonetized or get this channel banned. So I'm being really careful with what I say. I'm sorry. So these grifters and QAnon people, they got normies riled up and thinking that Balenciaga had done something really wrong and was maybe full of evil people who wanted to harm children, which I think is just absurd. A multinational conglomerate like Balenciaga or their parent company Kering. It's just okay. So you know where I stand. I don't think Balenciaga did anything worse than being too edgy, and they paid the price for it. Let's fast forward to today. So usually these things, these controversies, they blow over. But in this case, it just hasn't. If you look on social media, anything that is openly talking about Balenciaga, the comment sections are a war zone. And not even a war zone in the sense that there's multiple sides battling each other. It's a war zone in terms of it is a one-sided vitriol against Balenciaga. And Christian and myself, we've talked about this a bit on our podcast, The Biased Cut. And it's interesting, we kind of came around to the position that maybe it's all astroturfed. And if you're not sure what astroturfing is, it's basically like fake sock puppet accounts being used by some people or group of people out there to generate outrage over an issue. And it definitely seems like that may be the case here. Maybe there's this many people that are this riled up about it, but I don't know, the engagement seems a bit manufactured to me. So let me give you a really good example, and I promise this will all tie back to my Instagram. Jerry Lorenzo, the creative director for the brand Fear of God, has kind of surprisingly, I would say, still been repping Balenciaga. He has been openly wearing Balenciaga pieces and posting photos of himself wearing them, stuff like that. And I don't know why that surprised me. Maybe because Jerry Lorenzo is like an openly religious person. I thought maybe he was kind of like secretly right wing in some way, but he seems to be on the same page as me that Balenciaga and Demna, they didn't mean true harm by any of their actions, and he's back to wearing their stuff. So there was one post that he did that clearly got picked up by this astroturfing campaign. It got out somehow, word spread, this guy posted wearing Balenciaga. And that post went insane with comments saying, how dare you? Don't you know Balenciaga's done? We cancel Balenciaga, like this ain't it, chief. Like just endless comments, I'll show them on screen, all that stuff. And that's usually what I see when I see people talking about Balenciaga online. But then, just a few days after that, Jerry Lorenzo made another post of a photo reel, and one of the later photos was another picture of him wearing a Balenciaga hoodie. It was a big Balenciaga logo, unmistakable. So the thing is, if it was his followers and his fans engaging with these posts in that way, you'd expect a similar reaction on the second post, right? It was pretty much the exact same thing. But this one, it wasn't advertised as being about Balenciaga. He didn't tag Balenciaga. It was later in the photo reel. So I think basically the AstroTurf sock puppets, whatever they are, they did not find this post, showing that it is not organic engagement that these Balenciaga hate posts are getting and these hate comments. It is all designed and coordinated in some way. I know now I sound conspiratorial, but it's really not. It's just people that are not naturally about fashion. They're more just right-wing conspiracy theorists, or people that have been, I don't know, co-opted by those groups who are being sort of guided in some way or another. And that brings me to my Instagram, because they basically somehow, I think, guided themselves to me. So back to that meme I posted it one night, and it was a very average post for me. It got, a dozen likes or something like that, and then I went to bed. But I did tag Balenciaga, or hashtagged Balenciaga. And I think that was maybe the wrong call, because I'm pretty sure these sock puppets, the manufacturer, this wave of people who's looking for Balenciaga online, they're probably following the hashtags. So they found my video, and I'm pretty sure overnight they mass reported it, or just enough people reported it for, child harm, essentially, that I think Instagram probably automatically just shuts it down. And I appealed it. They basically reached out and said, hey, we've banned your account. They didn't say why, but I've never had any issues with any TOS issues. So, and that was the only post I'd made, so it kind of is obvious to me. They didn't say why. They just said, you're banned. If you want to appeal, click this. I clicked it, of course, and I haven't heard back since. My Instagram wasn't really popping. It wasn't that big. I don't have a lot of people to back me up here. So I think at this point I'm just giving up on that account, which is why I've created the new one that is on screen here, and the link is in the description. So with all that being said, please follow me. I post fun stuff. I post memes. I post photos. You can message me there. We can chat about fashion or whatever you're into. I like having that Instagram as a source of community here. So go ahead and follow it. I'll keep doing stuff there, and I won't be hashtagging Balenciaga anymore. This whole thing is just crazy, and I wish it would end, because Demna is still doing good work, and I don't think they did anything that bad. I'm just going to say it. Maybe I'll get banned here too. Please know, though, I like my channel. Bye.